Hello and welcome to the Calmly's channel, and today I'm covering how to automatically generate ores. Now, if you're somebody who likes to play Minecraft normally and not like cheaty methods like this, I will tell you this block is really hard to make. This is Botania. It is very hard to make this, so don't feel upset. Just look at all that stuff. It's really hard to make. But if you don't really want to go mining for ores, or you don't have really, or there just aren't any ores left near you, it can be a big issue. I mean, if you're using an automatic machine like Digital Miner, it can be a big issue. Then that is the way to go. So first, I have quickly built a automatic cobblestone generator, and in this case, I'm using what is called a long-range breaker. So long-range breakers, from what I could tell in my research, cover 8 blocks. But they do require power. So if you don't have power, which you're going to need it anyway, or if you just want to do a smaller farm, then you can just use normal breakers and hook them up underneath or on top and just do it that way. So this is a pretty basic one. Water's just running down into a hole. Lava's not running down in a hole. Cobblestone's being generated in the center. So I'm gonna grab this stuff, and first things first, put that there and hook this up. As you can see, that just powered, and now it is destroying. So it will continue to do that for a while. In the meantime, I'm going to route this over to this Elite smelting factory and put the side left as an input, although not very good at this menu, so just in case I'm going to use this thing, check input, and then this will be output. We're going to get some speed upgrades because at the rate this is going right now, it's generating 8 per, like, 2 ticks, maybe 3 ticks or something. I don't know. But it's generating a lot. So you're going to want to have some speed and, personally, some energy upgrades. Although since I'm using a creative energy cube, I don't need to worry about that. Then, I'm going to put a server on this. I'm going to set it to redstone ignored. The size will be 64. And here we go. Set this on auto sort. As you can see, it appears to not actually have enough power because it can't even transmit enough power. So we are going to need some energy upgrades. Let's see, energy upgrades. Here we go. Now it has energy enough. So now is mass producing smooth stone, and what I'm going to do is go over to the next step, which is this. So go to all this stuff. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm using these instead of mechanism, I do prefer the mechanism types. They're slightly simpler, and the inputs are not, you don't require servos if you just want to do simple inputs. However, I have noticed that occasionally they will try to send a stack of 64 when there's only room for 32, and then you'll have a stack just jumping around the pipes and being picked up by you and being really annoying, especially if you're wearing a magnet. So next up we have a very long list of stuff, and I will say this is not my design. This is somebody who is playing only Botania, and also the design has been changed slightly, or the way it works has been changed slightly since they last did this. So we're going to put a slab right there. On the top of that slab, I'm just going to place a block there so I can actually do this. I'm going to put another block, and this is going to have around it up here, I'm going to break that one. Up here, I'm going to have a placer. I'm going to have, and I'm also going to have a pulse mana spreader, which used to be called the redstone mana spreader. I'm going to put a mana lens weight. I'm going to put a mana pool, and I'm going to put a floating orchid right there, and a hovering hourglass. And then last, I'm going to grab some sand, and I have to time this just perfectly, which means I'm going to need, like, I'm going to take one stack of this and put it in here, and then I'm going to hear that sound. I'm also going to want a wand of the forest, because I'm not sure if it's pre-aimed. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Did I add a lens? No, I did not add the lens. That would be it. Make sure you add the lens. Then that will break. And it will fall. And as you can see, that is working. So next, I'm going to get a range collector, and this, and this. So put the range collector right here. Also going to cover up this area with glass so the stuff doesn't fall out or can't easily be pulled out. I'm going to say blacklist nothing. And if you want blacklist something, because if you have something else like over there that's dropping stuff, then you can. I'm going to extract it and send it over here. And then I'll get to that step right now. Oh yes, and I also want to attach these up to here, so I'm going to pull that up. And I think this one should be set for with a lever. So if I put a lever right here, I set it as a self-resetting one for 1 minute. So in case, because I don't want it to always be on, as you can see, it will pump cobblestone in there. Fill this up, and then this will drop them into here, and this gets full quickly. So I need to get on to the next step quickly, which is smelting. No surprise, because that's the reason that I have them all drop on a slab. You could use the breakers if you want, but this will be more efficient if you want to double or triple it. I'm just going to do it the standard though. So get these all along here. Set this to round robin. And then this is going to, none of these are going to have, actually I'm going to set auto sort, auto sort, auto sort, auto sort, and then those two will be for miscellaneous. Now this doesn't quite make sense, so I'm going to put in a bunch of these just because I want them to be fast. I'm also going to put in a bunch of energy upgrades, and I'll have to grab them. So last, before I put in the energy upgrades, I'm going to pull everything out the front. It's going to go into this large storage crate. And I'm going to need servo, and servo, can't speak. They're all going to be ignored. Ignored, and ignored. And last, to get the energy upgrades, and then I can give it power. Energy. 4, 5, and 6, and I'm making as many of these as you want. You can do whatever you want with them. You can put them through a tripling process, you can put them through a doubling process, a quadrupling, a quintupling, I believe, is it called? Okay, so now these all have speed and energy upgrades. So, last thing last, which makes sense, I want to put power cell in here and hope that this fires up. 60 stacks of C. Oh, I know. Need to set these on input. Would probably definitely help. These are probably not the input side. Yes. Input, 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 input. And set this side for output. And now, so I probably didn't need that many. So there are probably a few things such as Certus quartz ore that cannot be smelted down like this, so they will just sit there for a while and forever sit there. But as you can see, there's already quite a few ores in here, and according to the Botania instruction book, and there's also online a list of the percentage chance, it often goes to the more common, which is why we have 20 coal and 1 ruby and 1 sapphire. I don't even know what that is. As you can see, we now have more coal and we have a bit of tin, not too much lead, lots of iron. You can see it has a habit of varying towards the more common, which makes sense because you wouldn't want to have the same chance of diamonds as coal. So that is it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, improvements, or comments, please comment down below. Have a good day and goodbye.